everybody. If there's anybody on here yet. Maybe I'll get somebody on here. Thank you, Farmer Carlos. Hmm? Tool has a new update available. Please update as soon as possible to avoid any game issues. Okay. What did she say? You haven't replied? Aw. Aw. Maybe. Yeah. Do I know? Either information or 25 again? Thank you, Red. How is everybody this evening? Okay. Oh no, she went over and started. Oh goodness. I'm eating, so I have to figure out what I want to eat. Oh. She just planted all of those things. I didn't want those there. I'm glad everybody's here. Hey, they look like sheep. What, you mean these flowers here? So this is what having steak, LL. When are you not having steak, Red? Huh? Is that what they are? Great. I have livestock on the mind. Eh. And no, I think I'm good with 35 when I have spaghetti, lol. Nice. Yeah, my daughter asked me if I wanted spaghetti for my birthday. She's like, "I'll make it for you. I'm craving red sauce anyway." I was like, "Okay." So, does my house look like a birthday cake? Or at least a cake of sorts? Yes, please. Yes, please. What? I'm making a birthday cake house. As crazy as it looks. There's something in there. Yes, please. Spaghetti. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to decide on whether or not I want to continue since I started this build last night on stream and I put these yellow flowers around the as a border, and I think it was actually Farmer Carlos that said it looked like frosting. So I'm trying to decide of whether or not I want to put it on the bottom level to kind of keep the theme going. Sometimes I have steak with a side of steak, lol. You know, you got to do what you got to do. Exactly. My daughter says you've only lived once. Go for it. Uh, Bring Belle in too. I don't know if she'd want to do it. It's Owen. He wants to come in and say hello to everybody. You can probably move these over. Hmm. You want to say hi? Hmm? Owen says hello. Oh, you say hi? Say hi. Here, let's see. Say hi. Do you want to go down? Hmm? You want to go down? Okay. Good boy. I don't know if I think I might have frozen. Maybe we'll go ahead and do this and we'll put it on. No, no freezing. What does that mean? Oh, well, on my what you call it over here, the creator dashboard, it's still stuck in one spot. So that's why I was wondering if that was actually freezing. Bill doesn't want to. True, true. Okay, I know how to fix your game. I had the same issue once I am done eating. Okay, which issue is that? Don't worry about that. You've had that question for a couple of days, but no freezing. I can see. Okay. Huh? My daughter, she brought me flowers. See? Aren't they so pretty? My flowers are pretty. Sunflowers, daisies. They all look so nice. They're some of my favorite flowers. Right now, I was actually talking to MD earlier today. He uh uh he sent me a text. Nice flowers. Yeah, not even the hubby got me flowers today. Hi, babies. Huh? If you look at the icon in the right above the stuff, which stuff? Okay, I'm gonna move my mouse and you tell me. Because all this stuff is new here. Do you see? We're okay. When they've updated everything down here, better build by all these things are different now. I started talking about this last night because my game automatically updated the weird stuff. Okay, I'm confused. I'm having a blonde moment. I apologize. I know it. Okay, you mean how it overlaps? Okay, got it. How do I fix it? Because it was doing it yesterday, and I'm not sure what I was doing wrong or if I had done something wrong. Yep, almost done eating. Okay. Well, don't wolf it down. Enjoy your steak. You gotta love steak. Let's see. This daughter actually, let's see, yeah, did I do it right? Over on this side. Uh-huh. Over. Okay. Figure over here. This one. She made me a carrot cake. And then my other younger daughter is making me cookie brownies. So good. I'll have dessert for days. No, I'll probably send up some home with her. One cake mix. Is that why? Yeah, I don't eat a lot of sweets. Carrot cake counts as a vegetable. Does it now? Carrot, the carrot cake counts as a vegetable, huh? Yes, it does. Okay, Farmer Carlos. If you want carrot cake to be a vegetable, carrot cake can be a vegetable. That's fine by me. Okay. I should know I'm a farmer. Or is it just because you're male and because you say a vegetable should be something that is what it is? I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting uh cake to be a vegetable. I think I'm going to remove. this line. Let's see. Control. No, we need this here. No, that's not working. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to do this then. No, undo, 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 undo. Oh, good gravy. Ay, jeez, I did it again. Undo. Okay, so that's good to know too. No, because then that is going to take that away. Nope, sort of, yeah. And then I'm making, well, okay, so this is the birthday cake house that I started making yesterday. So that's the front of it. So it kind of actually looks like a birthday cake. I think I might actually move. No, undo, cancel, please. Okay, we're gonna move this and we're gonna put it down here. Whoa, you mean carrot isn't a vegetable? Shame on you because it most definitely is a vegetable. Nice. See, you're not the we're not the only one. No judgment. No judgment. Well, it's kind of okay. So when I was growing up, I always thought that mincemeat pie was exactly that. I thought mincemeat pie was a pie filled with different types of meat. And it turned out that mincemeat is actually just what they wanted to call it. And it's a bunch of dried fruit that has been basically pureed. It can be, but there's more than just prunes in it. I don't know. All I know is that it's awful stuff. I cannot. No, there's no way you're gonna get me to eat. Yeah, no, not happening. Who wants a prune cake? I mean, come on. Not happening. Not here anyway. I it may be my birthday, but I am not that old, okay? But most fruit cake is terrible. I guess it depends on who makes it. Some prune cake, someone with lots of time to sit on the pot. Fair. Fair. I need to get some tea. Two more subs to go. I need two more subs to get to my goal. That's what I'm getting at. Not many people make it well. Okay. Okay. You need to exit your game, open your mod folder, and remove the pancake one more package. I will post a link in Discord for the correct mod. Okay. So we'll go here then. So it'll fix all of this stuff here. Exit, save and exit. Okay. All right. So go into my mods folder. Going here, and here, and here. Into my mods folder. All right. I am there. Let's look at Discord. Okay, it's not there yet. Let's see. Okay. The pancake one more. Uh, 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 there's lipsticks. Clothing. No, I don't need that. Make sure you get the one that says, okay, compatible. Got it. Thank you, MD. How are you? Red's helping me fix my game. Because apparently there's a mod that makes it broken. I'm trying to find the right one. I didn't get anything. Well, my daughter brought me flowers. I had the same issue and went through all of my mods to find it. Wow, that's a lot of mods. Yes, and then she brought me a homemade cake, and then my other daughter is making me brownies. Oh wow, have you tried 50/50 method? What is the 50/50 method? It wasn't the update you downloaded, the 100 traits package. It is conflicting with that. Ah, okay. Take out half and try. Oh, I think I found it. Oh, okay. The pancake. Okay. I found it. Look at that. I'm sitting here goofing off, and then I look over and it's boom right there. Okay, so let me make sure. Okay, so this one is. You said the V1H 1.91. This is V1I 1.92. We'll take it out anyway. Because it's the only one there that says the parent cake mod. Okay, yeah, that's the only one in here that says that. I guess it makes it easier because I don't have as many mods as you guys do. Traits and careers are usually responsible. Got it. Yep, that's the only one in there, the pancake mod. Okay, let's see. Let's go over here and see if this actually helps. Go in here. Okay, make sure you get the one that says Chingu compatible. Okay. No, do. I'm gonna upload post. Okay. Okay. This Jingo add traits menu 100 baby base game or sorry 100 base game traits etc. Have nothing to do with more Do not require a compatible version. Please only download the compatible version if you are using the More Trades mod option. Okay. 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 Got that one. Got it. Okay. Let's download it. All right. Open. Show in. Huh? I don't think that sock can be mended. No. I mean, if I had lots of time on my hands, I could probably do that, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sims 4 mods. Okay. This one is the okay, compatible 1.95. Okay, yep, 1.95. We got it. Okay. And it should be good to go. Okay, you could just buy new socks. Yes, you could just buy new socks. So how have you guys' day been? Let's see. Let's see if we can get it to go now. And we'll play again. Oh no. Oh no. I accidentally closed everything out. I do like that mod. The 100 traits one. Fingers crossed. Yes. Fingers crossed that we got it right. Hopefully with any luck we did it, and I don't know how to have I don't really want to have to go through everything. The worst part is it actually wound up didn't realize it. EA had realizing it because I know I had gone through and set everything where I could actually just go and manually update so I could remove my mods. I'll do it later. Let's see. Let's see if we got it. Yay, it fixed it! Thank you, Red. Help me fix the game. Huh? Oh, yep. Yay. We got the plotting. Nice. Nice. Red is smart. Yep, no problem. Bugging the poop out of me. Nice. A lot about The Sims. I'm sure he probably knows far more than he. I need to go back live because, I mostly build on The Sims. So he knows the mod and the testing and actually playing. By the way, what do you think of my sim here? Isn't she pretty? I think she's pretty. Oh, I think she's cute. I think she's cute. She's true. Yeah, I had her. She planted all these things. I didn't want planted. Sexy midriff. Yep. Um. got- Yeah, I have her. I had her a little bit on the thicker side just because I wanted her to be more natural. Kind of obsessed with her abs there. Drifts and mom jeans, total hotness. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay, free build mode is enabled. Dude, okay, Duke wants to say hello. Hi, babies. You say hi. Mom jeans were sexy the first time they were popular too. Was I a kid with the first time that they were popular? Uh, what did what I did was go through every folder and organize them by clothes, hair, trade, aspirations, and such, then put them into one folder at a time until I found the right folder. Then once I found what folder it was, I removed it and then put them in testing folder 5. Oh, hi. Hi. He's being a mama's boy. He's being a mama's boy. He just put his head on my lap and is kind of keeping me away from the computer. I see, bub. Yes, I'm a busy mama. Yeah. Okay, go in. Oh, you're down right on my feet. Okay, nope. If you guys are gonna do that, you need to go out. No horsing around. Come on, out. They listen to me better than my children listen to me. Okay. It's a good thing she didn't actually go in the house. She'd get a bad debuff. Sweet ass on your. Yeah, I as red and good butt on my Sims because we can't. Have that, you know? I started yesterday morning, worked on some this morning, finally finished separating them when when I got home from. I used my laptop to go. Is that why I didn't see you last night? It's because you were busy trying to figure out what the issue was. Because seeing you just about every month, I was wondering what happened to you. Oh wait, dude, can you call them that way, please? Well, all your hard work paid off because it actually helped me to be able to fix my game too. So for that, I appreciate it. Did you stream last night? I did for about a little over 4 hours. Yeah, I saw you on Discord. I think I said hi. Sorry, I missed it. It's okay. I don't expect you to be here every time, but I do enjoy your company. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put in some. Yeah, the fact that I have three people that pop up all the time and I laugh every single time. and my streams are just freaking fantastic for me. I mean, yeah, I don't mind that you miss occasionally. I'm just glad that I was in a different Discord channel. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all right. I think I'm gonna put those up there. Okay, there's that one. Where's the other ones? Hmm, maybe it's in here. Nope. Miscellaneous. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's a tall one. Still not quite right. It's supposed to be a tall, tall one. Okay, this one is. What is this one? Hmm. Well, I'm not trying to claim it is my own. I just want it to fit right. Give me all of them, please. Because I know with some mods, when you do some of the furniture mods, they actually give you the different sizes, like the spiral staircase. You have to go for each. You're downloading each one individually for the different heights of the house because for some reason it doesn't work like it would normally if it was already base game. So each one is a different height. So I got to just find the one for the tallest part because as you can see on my house, we've got the tall one, the medium-sized one, and then the top one. Oh, I think it's supposed to be the small one. Okay. You are supposed to be gone now. Oh, why are you there? Hang on. Oh, that's right. No? Okay, there we go. For some reason, it took it a minute. Okay, we're good. Yeah. It still looks like a birthday cake, even though I've widened the deck out here. So I think I'm going to do a fancy little front yard. I'm going to put in some really pretty little trees. And then in the back part, I'm going to create a space where it can kind of come down. And then along here and around here, we're going to put in like a little garden, I think. Just looks like a fancy birthday cake. That's the idea. Fancy birthday cake for my birthday. I know, I'm weird. Let's see. I think I'll do like a little flower garden or something here, and then we'll do steps in the back to actually create a way down. And we'll just put in, yeah, maybe we'll put in like a little hedge there. My daughter says dinner's ready. Okay. She's been in there working hard, and I've been in here playing. Okay, this one is bar swing. This one looks like the tallest one. No, because Still a bit short. Total role reversal, isn't it? Yeah, she made spaghetti for dinner. She's the greatest. Let's see. Oh, that's a light. Yep, she made dinner. I didn't even ask her to. She just made dinner. I'm very proud of her. Oh, and you missed it, Red. She actually has finished her CNA classes. She is actually now a nurse at 17. She'll be getting her certification on March 19th to actually become fully certified. But as far as all the classes are done, concerned, she is all done. I will tell her. Yeah, she gets so embarrassed. Don't tell anybody. So, but I'm proud of you. So I'm really proud of her. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and this one's planning on going back to college. Yep, she's decided that she wants to become an English professor, so she's going back to college for it. Some kids don't ever want to move out and start their lives. I've found MD says best of luck. Did you hear that, MD? She said thank you. Hey, hard work pays off. Time consuming and hard. I get it. Well, I couldn't wait to get out and start the adventure. Yeah, I remember being that age. I wanted out so badly. Teenagers this day and age, just a lot of them, you have to shake your head at. Just kind of like, what are you thinking? I think part of it is because there's a lot of parents that just pretty much gave their kids everything, and they didn't so the kids knowing that they have everything provided for them. I think it's a generational thing. We all wanted to turn 18 and get started in life. Yeah. Yeah, and nowadays kids are like, why do I got to do that again? Uh-huh. Did you guys hear that? She said she likes working. Because if she didn't have a job, she wouldn't know what she was gonna do with her day. Or what you are, or what are you not thinking is more like it? LOL. I confused. Do internet. He says do do internet college? It works. Hey, it works. Columbia State, you can do just online classes. What? Even though you're planning on doing the teaching stuff, you still have to do all the other stuff, right? Got it. Well, I don't think you can go into college and just do the English classes. I don't think that's quite how it works. He says English is good. I hope you do great. She said thank you. I think she's a little embarrassed. Uh-huh. Flamboyant? No, just go put in an application to be a teacher. They will say that your qualifications. You can, hey, now I was a nice kid once, lol. Oh, that's actually really funny. And in our area that would probably, yeah, that would probably work. Uh, you can in our area, you can actually be a substitute teacher with just a high school diploma. Oh yeah. I see. Because she didn't like how you dressed? Well, I can't say. Do you like poems? I know I like poems. Yeah, I put a tattoo on her. I tattooed my daughter. He says, "Ooh, that's cool." Oops, wrong button. Yeah, her favorite author is Edgar Allan Poe, and then Robert Frost. I know who Poe is. I don't know who this Frost person is. Did you use a sharp rock or just a pointy stick? Actually, no. I used a needle that was about this big that had about 15 different little needle heads all combined together. And I went, "Arr." She's a weird one. Yeah, she doesn't like shots, but she'll sit there and get tattooed. She's crazy. No, not quite that long. No. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna run and grab myself some tea. And I will be right back. I'll be right back, you guys. Sorry about that. Had to deal with the dogs getting into the trash again. Huh? They get it's frustrating because they know that when I'm in here, they can oh, there's a new sim on the gallery. Well, not new, but new household. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to the gallery then. We'll take a look. Let's see. Connect. And then we'll resume build on the birthday cake house. The hubby was thank you. Thank you for the happy birthday. Let's see, EA count. Um, okay, include custom content. The Hodge. It looks like an alien. She is purple. Can't miss her. Yep. I think found her. Oh, she's a werewolf. Nice. She wants to know why she's purple. If she's a, she says if she's a werewolf, why is she purple? She says she's not judging. She's just nope, not an alien. Her mom was her dad is Buddy McLovin. Her okay, so her mom was, but her dad is Buddy McLovin, which is another which is another sim that read you redid him, right? For Buddy McLovin, you actually took another base game sim and redid him in a sense. Because let's see, let's go. Let's see if we can find McLovin. Wow, he's way down here, isn't he? Or did I miss him? There we go. Nope, he is not a sim in game. Oh, so he did create. This is Buddy McLovin right there. Did you ever get him to have 100 kids? Okay. Oh my goodness. Nope, he is at 70-ish. Oh, she's just now saying happy birthday to me. Okay. I don't think she wanted me to know that she forgot it was my birthday. But he is an elder, so he has to take it easy, lol, not like in his prime. Well, you know, I can't think of a better way to go though. You just said it on a stream. Yep. Yep. Gotta love it. Okay. All right. So did you have any plans for her or did you have uh just made another one? Yes, my daughter made spaghetti. It's your friend behind you, good eat. Yep, we my youngest daughter made spaghetti for dinner, so that's what she's eating right now. What do you mean? Well, were you planning on doing anything with this new girl that you made? Okay, let's see. Do we hmm, do we want to hmm, probably when the new pack drops in March. Oh yeah, that's like what the 16th or 17th or something like that. Change her into a baby. 16th. Got a winky face. Hmm. Okay, yeah, so she can get her baby skills. Yeah, there's this whole thing that they're doing, right? All these new baby skills and everything, and you can actually take your kids with you when you go places now. Yeah, I saw a little bit of the trailer that was out there, but let's see. We're gonna put these trees back there in the back since they're fruit trees. I should be able to just move these. Yep. Okay. They're all trees, so it should be fine. All right. I should have. Is there a way to cheat this where I can change the season so I can actually see what the flowers look like? I made the mistake by starting in spring and everything doesn't turn green until like halfway through. That was weird. The ghost in my house is acting up again. Okay, so I think we're gonna make this two-sided. So this one can go in this corner, or just basically double. Put you over in this corner. What's your pet ghost doing now? uh, Flickering the lights in the bathroom even though the lights are off. There we go. Much better. Hey, at least he isn't throwing up the freaking cabinet doors anymore. Walked out one night and there was like several cabinets open. I asked my daughter, I was like, "Did you leave the cabinets open?" She's like, "No, why would I do that?" So, yeah, that was fun. Oops. Why not? I may wind up going through here once everything turns green and just, you know what? Why don't I do that? I'll go through and I will just finish working on the house and then I'll finish working on the house and then play the game for a bit until everything turns green and then we'll go ahead and do that. So how has everybody's week been treating them? Okay. Her answer is like ass. Let's see. I really like that soft yellow and the blue contrast. That actually turned out really nicely, I think. Okay, let's go here and get us some lights. Lighting. The same way a baby treats a diaper. Okay. This week went quick. Mine has been busy. Glad the weekend has started. Nice. It did kind of seem to go by relatively quickly, didn't it? It always pops it out of place. Life is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer you are to the end, the faster it goes. Gee, thanks for that, Farmer Carlos. Are you a pessimist? Everything's like glass half empty kind of things. I just read it out loud, Tori. I got a flat screen monitor that works with my Atari with a Vega adapter. Nice. You don't know if you're a pessimist? Oh, just so you know, I did find a couple of nice houses in game in the Eco Living Pack. Really? Do they need attention? Some people think the glass is half empty. Some people think it's half full. I assume the glass contains pee. That does sound good. Okay. So let's go since I think nope, I'm not in manage worlds. So we're going to do this. Okay. Save. I also wish my lawn were emo so it would cut itself. I only assume that if it is yellow. He got red laughing. People are going to start saying, "Hey, that's offensive." Okay. Okay, you said Evergreen Harbor, correct? I made myself some chai. Yeah. If you pee yourself, catch it in a glass so we can argue of half full versus half. Really? That's okay. I will ban them. Okay. That's right. He's got the stick that says he can do that. Okay. Which lot and suits and one in the okay, super left this way. This one here. Oh, there's that one there too. That's apartment buildings. That's super right. That's an empty lot. Community space. Okay. Higher up, they are empty. This one? Oh, okay. Quarry building, community space, natural well. Stone Street Apartments. Okay, this one is empty, and this one is empty. So these three here? Okay, the ones that are empty are the ones that need some. No, that one is full. Here, we'll go into build mode and we'll check them out. Rockbridge Springs. Got it. This one is a tiny house. It looks huge. That's what she said. On the canal corner. Okay. Let's see. This one kind of sucks too. Yeah, this one is basically a backwards layout of one and the other worlds. Okay, manage worlds. Do. This one here, Rock Ridge Springs. Got it. We're going to take a look, but think of the potential. Yes. Yes. So good. Okay, so they're all kind of plain. This one has nothing on the lot. Okay, I see what they're trying to do here. So I actually kind of like that back here with the stairs because it brings it back and out of the way. All right, basically a big open space. And then two bedrooms. They really didn't. No, it has a trash can. No, it has a trash can. I mean, this one. So am I on the wrong one? See something on the lot, lol. Oh, okay. Are you allowed to live here, or is this just all community stuff? This is just all empty. Yeah, there's nothing here except for toilets and trash. My friend is actually my daughter on the live. Unless you change the lot trades and make it a residential. Got it. It's on a natural well. Good stream. Goodbye, everybody and friend. Good night. Good night. Beautiful co host. Night, night. It's okay. Spruce Square. He's giving kisses. I think you can live here too if you change the trades. Let's see. Community voting board. Don't know why you would want to live here. Although, that actually looks kind of cool. Kind of a makeshift, what you call it? Oh, look at that. I wonder what I could do with that. Hmm. I really like that. Yeah, I'm gonna download it. Save to my library. Save. Saving lot to my library. Okay. Those the only two places that uh hmm. Yeah, because there's this one, community. Wait. Yeah, community space. And then this one is a residential. This one is apartments, two of two units available. So there's only two units here. And then this one has a family in it. And then Spruce Wood Community Space. So there's like tons of community space in this world. I've never actually played here. Wow, Sims spoiling us. What do you mean? Got it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've never actually played this world. I've never actually lived here. Anytime I've ever lived here, it's like the Sims that I build or create, they're just like, this is so gross. Get me out of here. Are you getting new pack? You mean the new one that's coming out? The one where the babies are actually crawling around and stuff? Probably. Just because it's The Sims generation type. Yeah, probably. The babies are getting an upgrade in base game patch. Uh-huh. Yeah, and you're supposed to there's like this whole new thing where there's more interaction between the parents and the kids where it's not just, toss kids around in their play. So, yep, I have tried pre-ordering it, but it won't let me for some reason. I had that happen to me too a couple of times when that's part of the reason why I don't pre-order anything anymore, especially through EA, is because I had a game pre-ordered and when it came out, it wouldn't actually download. It was actually quite frustrating because you spend this money on this game and it won't actually download after you've already paid for it. And they're like, "Oh, we're sorry, blah blah blah." Weird that probably with the change over to EA app. I'm not sure because for some reason I've always had this on EA. Maybe it's because I'm a big Dragon Age fan. So I've had an EA account for quite yeah. Also, there's a new live stage. Think it is infants, so babies, infants, toddlers, etc. I saw that. I don't know. I'm glad I wore the waterproof mascara today. It's actually not that hard. This house is quite plain and boring, isn't it? You know what we're gonna do? Nope, sorry, it's out there in the world forever. All right. So I have a thought. Who? Why? Mm-hmm. Really? I think he was associated with the mob. Really? Well, that was a long time ago, so well, yeah, famous people. Okay, so this looks like it's actually what the heck is up with this? Okay. Well, we are going to fix that. Oh wow, this won't change. Oh, now it will. Weird. Okay. Will undo. All right. Move your house. No, move the house. Okay. Let's see. You are 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, those candies have been there for a bit. What juicy story? Okay. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. They need one between child and teen. Yeah, a tween. Definitely. That's what they're called. Tweens. Prepubescent. Yeah. Yeah, but just like a young teen. Well, that's what they're called. Is a tween. Not as tall, less embarrassing mistakes. Fair. Fair. We all have moments where we are completely embarrassed. Why did that happen? That was weirdness. That's I'm not talking about that. Okay. Okay, let's do this.
if you want to lose weight, you gotta stop eating so freaking much.
Mhm.
And Autumn's like, well, I didn't even eat breakfast. Like, bitch, I don't eat breakfast ever.
Well, it's not good to not eat breakfast.
Well, that's why I got my morning breakfast shakes. So technically, and they're high in protein. So technically, I am getting my nutrients in the morning. I just don't eat because it makes me nauseous in the morning. Because I'm just like I get nauseous when I eat food in the morning. I don't know why. It just happens. Has always been that way. And no, I'm not pregnant. Anywho, uh,
Okay.
I'm just saying because some people just automatically say like, "Are you pregnant?" I'm like, no, no, I am not. Okay, I regularly get my time in. Anywho, I'm
TMI.
just saying. That's why I kind of mumbled the last one. Anywho, um, what was I saying?
I have no idea.
I don't.
I'm still okay.
You just
Yeah.
tune me out, and I will sit here and babble my mouth off because that's what I'm best at. Anywho,
What's the thing
part
you
two.
speak of? Breakfast is that some type of animal?
What's this thing you speak of? Yeah, right? Literally. Oh, synchronized minds over here. I do enjoy breakfast for dinner. I did make chocolate chip pancakes like last night for dinner. I only ate one because I put too many chocolate chips in there and they were just too rich. I just couldn't eat all that chocolate. But it'll be fine. They're in my fridge. I'll eat them tomorrow. Speaking of Pope texting me, anywho, part three. Uh, yes, ma'am. Anywho, part four. Uh, but Autumn was just trying to like justify like her 11 Reese's cups and like her like mammoth of a lunch and uh Hope's like, okay, so are you serious about the want to lose weight thing? And because 11
No.
Reese's cups is a lot. That's a lot of sugar. I can barely eat two without feeling like gross afterwards. And I do love Reese's cups because I love chocolate and peanut butter. Ooh, best snack ever. But seriously, if I eat more than two, I just like want to scrub out my insides with like something healthy.
Okay.
Like I just like want to detox after eating that much chocolate. It's just too much. Anywho, part five. So Autumn was just trying to like justify like, well, I didn't eat breakfast, and I was like, I don't eat breakfast like pretty much ever, and
Oh, there
I
we go.
still don't eat that much. You know, like basically on my like I'll have like one of my Nutrigrain bars my first break,
Uh,
and then go 2 hours before my lunch, and then on my lunch I'll have like a sandwich and an orange and maybe some yogurt if I'm feeling up to it. So like I basically eat barely 2 meals a day, which technically isn't healthy, but who's counting? Anywho, part six. Um, yeah, but I'm just going on and on and on about like wanting to get like healthy and everything, and like eating better and
mhm.
losing weight and everything. Like, well, you can say it all you want, but it's the actual doing that matters.
Right.
Because I started eating healthy and I started like eating less and moving more and doing more for my health,
Mhm.
and I'm actually pretty close to my goal weight now.
Nice.
Like I'm down to the two teens and my goal weight is 160, so I only have to lose like another like 58 pounds. So like I'm actually doing the thing. Hey,
Well
thank
done.
you. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love motivation. I love it because it helps keep me motivated, and I love the props because it keeps me motivated because I've like been self-conscious about my weight my entire freaking life. You can ask this one right here. Like especially in middle school, like where I'd barely eat at all. Like I would skip meals, and it was just really bad for me and really bad for my health. But now I'm actually trying to like eat.
She's taking over the stream.
I'm sorry.
Well, then tell them to shut up and sit down.
Well, I'm too nice.
Well, then there is such a thing as being too nice.
Yeah, at least I know when to tell a bitch to shut the fuck up sometimes. Anyway, it's just
I didn't mean for you to stop talking. Just saying.
it's just a habit. Let's hope I answer.
It's fine.
Because she asked me if I was coming home tonight. I was like, yes, ma'am. And then she said she got me some stuff. She said I got a bookshelf and some other things too.
You guys are nice.
Well,
Thank you.
yes, much appreciated. Don't get me wrong though, some people make it really hard and you just like want to stuff a sock down their face. But not just a clean sock. I mean a sock that has been sitting in raw sewage for like a month and a half. And you just like want to duct tape their mouth shut so that sock is stuck in their mouth and they can't do shit about it. Okay, I'm done.
That was quite.
I'm the kite.
He's laughing.
But that's the thing though. I can think those and I can be creative about them. I just
He got it all planned.
yes, I do. But the thing is, if I actually were to like go through with that plan, I would lose my job and then my home and my car and everything else. So I have to keep my priorities in mind. So unfortunately, yeah. What is I don't have my glasses on. What does that say? Premeditated stalking. Yes. Yes. Beautiful.
Don't encourage. Don't encourage.
I'm gonna use that now. Premeditated stalking. Beautiful. So lovely. I love it. I
Oh
love
my
it.
goodness.
I'm so excited.
Oh my goodness.
Love it. Premeditated stalking. Hmm. Ooh, premeditated putrid stalking. Because I mean, yeah, sitting in raw
Ew.
sewage for a month and a half.
That's so
I even have
bad.
SpongeBob duct tape so I can make it cute. I have SpongeBob duct tape. Hmm. Yeah, she raised me. Keep that in mind.
Careful, they don't like it. Yeah, I'm losing followers. Or I'm losing viewers.
Prudes. No offense.
That would be a backfire. Yeah. Yeah, they started leaving.
Hmm.
Some people pay for those socks. Yeah. Like me.
Meh.
Yep, like me. But they're coming back too. What do you mean they're coming back? Did you buy dirty socks?
You can buy dirty socks. Like
Well, I guess if you go to a thrift store, you could totally buy dirty
yeah,
socks.
and I was also thinking eBay.
She said eBay. She said go to eBay, buy dirty socks there.
I know you could. I would. I mean,
LOL on eBay. Your numbers went down real fast, but are coming back up. Okay.
what's banned? Oh, buying dirty socks like a bitch.
Nah, it's banned. You really have to search for used underwear. Ew.
Ew, ew. Okay, see, I wouldn't even go that far. At least feet smell worse. Never mind. I take that back. They smell real bad. Never mind.
Oh my goodness.
I recount that statement. Anywhom,
That's funny.
I guess I didn't like my talk about premeditated
Apparently.
well, maybe people weren't such jerks.
I'm pretty sure they won't allow used underclothes to be sold on eBay.
Huh. I guess we just have to look in those
Eh,
stores.
yeah, probably not.
Mm.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm down to 4 viewers now.
I guess I just kept my mouth shut and kept reading my gay shit and listening to my 90s and early 2000s music.
I don't know, maybe.
Hmm.
They don't, but new without tags. They don't, but new without tags. Ah, he's looking it up. No, you can buy them, but they will have to be washed prior to shipment. LOL.
Well, that just takes the fun out of it. Makes more work for me.
Oh my goodness. That's great.
At least we have some real ones on here. Ones that can talk gross and not be such loose fuduggy.
Yeah,
That's always fun.
that makes them used, not dirty. Fair.
True.
Fair.
Point taken. Hmm. See, this is what happens when I open my mail.
I'm looking for dirt underwear to buy. I'm so ew. What? Exactly.
Egg. How could you imagine letting an egg sit on it for a month? Oh my god. There you go. You get one part of the rocks that you smell.
Ew. Okay, farmer. I'm dying. Oh my god. Oh, I'm dying. Oh my goodness. Whoa there, Nelly. Take a breath. Oh, I'm crying. Oh, goodness. Cops will be knocking on my door tomorrow.
Oh shit. Oh my. It's a tissue while you're at it. Where did I be made?
I don't think I've laughed that hard in a while.
Me either.
Knocking on my door tomorrow. Question me about a dead Twitch streamer.
Chicks like these are so silly. Stop. I can't die of a date tomorrow. I might actually die. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Nope, she got hysterical about just like this. Slapped herself to death happens all the time. I didn't even know that was a thing in Sims. Oh yeah. Oh my god.
I don't even still have an inhaler and I'm gonna fucking die. Oh my god. Asthma does not go away. Don't blow it, your doctor kill you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab his tissue.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, I kicked over the ground.
She says she thinks it was the brown streak. I had a sim. He went to his kid's house to hang out, and he left himself to an early grave. Thank you. It's not used, is it?
No! Yeah, I wiped it with my ass first. There's that brown streak you're looking for.
Oh my god. He said he was got a stripe on it. Maybe. Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Great. Great. Then you touch it to your face. That's how you get pink eye. Nice. But it's a snot stripe. LOL. Not the same thing, farmer. LOL.
Oh my god.
Yep. That's pretty good. Oh.
Composure part 2. Oh man. I need to get out more.
True, but still gross. Fair.
Not. Oh god. Even the word. It's like how some people are with the word moist. That is me with snot.
Okay, Tori.
No, I can't.
Okay, Tori.
Nope, can't even.
I'm trying.
My head hurts. Oh, it's all that pressure.
Hey, that's what happens when you laugh your ass off.
I literally fell out of the chair. That's the first time I've done that.
Did you fall out of the chair?
Yes, I fell out of the chair.
Define gross. What one person considers gross, another may find LOL.
I get that a lot at work too. When someone's like, "That's disgusting," I'm like, I've heard of worse.
Well, it's kind of, I find it weird. People get all weirded out when you say words like moist. What's wrong with moist?
Moist.
Don't make it creepy, Tori.
Why not? No. That's what I'm best at.
That's funny.
No. Moist. Can you say the straight face?
What are the other words? Because I know Paige. She says
Oh, I'm
she
seeing
didn't like.
stars.
She says she didn't like one word that was similar.
I don't know.
Moist is a state of mind, maybe. LOL.
No.
Sopping
Literally
wet.
when a girl says moist. Sopping wet. Co-star. Round of applause.
I think sopping sounds dirty than moist.
You know what? You're right. Sopping does sound more dirty than moist.
That's terrible.
Oh man.
That is terrible. Oh my goodness.
Everything hurts.
Make her laugh some more.
Why? It hurts. I'm gonna cough up
Plaster
a lung
stuff.
before the night's over.
Do what?
I'm gonna cough up a lung before the night's over.
Hey, but at least you will have done it laughing. I
Yeah.
guess it could be considered wrong depending on if your mind is always in the gutter rolling around like mine. So,
Yes, always. Always. It's a shock that I have not gotten fired from work yet for saying that's what she said 24/7 while I'm there.
you know what? I am the first one to say I have a very dirty mind.
Oh,
That's why I make the jokes all the time. That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Or he said.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Whew.
And if you and I look at it this way. If you get offended by me having a dirty mind and having a good time at it, well then you can keep scrolling.
Yeah, fair enough.
Rusted iron. Okay. No. Cuz that's why I'm doing this is cuz I want to have a good time.
Heck yeah. It's the most I've laughed
But
since like
is that truly what she said? Maybe. Maybe not. LOL.
huh. Did not think about it that way. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
That's what she said. Or what he said. Take your pick.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Hey, excuse me. Yes. Hmm. My head hurts.
Oh, you didn't laugh hard enough.
I'm pretty sure that means I laughed pretty hard because my head still hurts. Oh, got to the point where I was seeing stars at one point.
Oh, that's pretty good then.
Oh yeah. Had to take a few deep breaths to get it pass out. Oh my gosh. At least it would be from laughing and not a panic attack.
Yep.
So, dying in the fun way, not the scary way. Mm. I guess there's multiple ways to die fun. Wink. Yes, I said wink. Wink.
Oh my goodness.
At least I actually winked and then just blink. Because people do that. I'm like, are you saying wink while blinking? Blink. Well,
I was reading an article about weather people the other day, and one stood out as funny AF. His name is Charles, but
Butt. But was it juicy?
that's another word. Okay,
Juicy.
moist and juicy.
I have a necklace that says juicy. I haven't yet to wear it to work yet. I want to see what happens. I'm gonna wear it. You know what? I'll wear it on Sunday.
Wealthy people. Okay, so there's a wealthy guy out there who's named Charles Butt.
Charles Butt.
Okay, so knowing that he's wealthy, would you marry him knowing you'd have to take the last name Butt?
No, I'd keep mine. I'd keep my weird ass Polish last name. Thanks.
Fair.
Yeah. Plus, one of my last names is literally a drug. I'd much rather keep that.
Okay.
Weed.
I know.
It's a drug. I'd much rather have weed as my last name than butt.
Well, I don't know who would be offended, moist or juicy. Caught her as she was drinking. You okay?
Yep.
That's what she said.
I just threw up all over my mouth, but I'm fine. It tastes juicy.
She's dying over here. She's dying.
No, it'll be fine. At least I'll die happy.
Oh, goodness. That's actually very funny.
Yes. Very. Drink much. I'm running out. I got like a sip left. I only bought one and didn't buy another one.
Here, you want the rest of my lemonade?
Hell yeah. I have my strawberry one right now, so I'm drinking it. It's my juice. Isn't that the one I bought you the other day?
Yes.
Okay. At least I know you took sips out of it.
I did. I just forgot it in here.
I'll be fine. I'm not picky.
Don't drink it.
Are you afraid it's drugs?
It's pee.
Ew!
It's full.
Why?
Well, I'm going to.
I would believe that more if it was yellow.
Well, I'm going to go call it a night. It's been up for a while. Okay. Good night, Red.
Peace. It's nice chatting with you. Oh man.
Nah, he probably got tired of us laughing in his ear.
Probably. Sorry. I don't get out much. It's work and home. That's it.
He probably hurt his head. It's like, ah.
My head hurts. Oh man.
No, but I think I'm teasing. I know he works a lot.
Yeah.
He gets up really early in the morning.
4:30 when my first alarm went off, turned it off, and then like fell back to sleep.
Oh yeah.
And then my subconscious ignored my other like 5 alarms, so I woke up at 6, and I had to be at work at 7. And then of
Well,
course
it's a good thing that you only work what, like 2 minutes down the road.
5, technically.
Still,
Yes.
I'm dying.
Oh, you and me both.
Hey, at least we can say we had a decent stream, right?
Yeah. Happy birthday to Mom.
Got laughing and crying.
And ugly laugh crying.
Yeah, laughing so hard we could barely catch our breath.
Laughed so hard I fell out of a freaking chair.
Aw, thank you, MD.
Oh man. I need to come over more often just so we can just like banter and like let fall out of chairs.
And fall out of chairs.
Fall out of chairs.
Shit. Okay, I guess.
I only live 40 minutes away. Let's see. Let me double. One of these days I
No,
get up at like
undo.
12:30.
Do what now?
I work one of these days. Have a short shift for like the first time in forever,
Uh huh.
and it's a 7 a.m. to a 12:30. Ooh, my head
I'm glad
hurts.
that you enjoy yourself when we're streaming
Me too. Let's
or
see.
when I'm streaming.
I just need to come over more so I can annoy people.
So you can annoy people?
Yeah,
Why are you going to do that?
because my laugh is annoying. I hate my laugh, but at least it's genuine.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, I don't think there's any question about how the genuineness of
Genuinosity.
yeah, of our laughter on this channel tonight.
Fair enough.
I
Let's see.
think it's quite genuine tonight, the laughter that's going on here.
I would think so. Especially now on Sunday, I get to see Dolly Parton's 9 to 5.
Do what now?
On Sunday, I work 9 to 5, so now I get to hum 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton all day.
Ah, okay. I got you. I got you.
Because I'm off tomorrow because tomorrow's Hope's birthday. And
Yeah, aren't you guys like going up to Nashville?
yup. But Hope said we're not leaving the house till like 4, so I'll have plenty of time to sleep in tomorrow. I'll just have to remember to pay my water bill in the morning.
Okay.
Because I forgot to pay it when I got home today. I pulled out the bill so I could log into my account, but I just forgot to pay it because I was too focused on getting your cake ready and getting out the door. So I kind of wanted to be here before Autumn got home.
You wanted to be here before Autumn got home?
Yes, her voice is so grating. She can't even pronounce some words correctly. What language are you speaking? This is not English.
It's not English?
It is. It's a figure of speech.
Okay.
Which like she has like a real. I don't know. She took classes, but the person who taught her how to speak correctly also had a which no
Oh.
judgment whatsoever when it comes to like how people speak or anything.
Mhm.
It's just with this person in general, she's just not the best. I'm more saying that
Mhm.
or that I have like no, you know, morals when it comes to like people with issues.
You know, I was in the middle of doing my birthday cake house and I completely stopped doing it to
Yeah,
do this.
I noticed that too. Seems okay. Anywho, you can make a cake house. Hell yeah.
Well, the birthday cake house is still there. I just have to finish it.
Finish one, break down the other.
Yeah.
Anywho, but yeah, her voice is just super grating. What I have both agreed on because there's sometimes where I just like want to tell her to shut the hell up.
Oh yeah.
It's just she talks so much. You think I talk a lot when I'm around you? Imagine that, but like 10 times
Really?
more. Yes, it never stops.
It doesn't stop?
No, she just blabbers on. Dude, quiet time. Quiet time. Go face a corner. Even timeout.
What now?
Seriously, sometimes I wish I could go face a
Did you just say put her in the
yes, put baby in a corner.
corner? How does this girl.
She's 22. Have like a Pulaski-esque version of Patrick Swayze coming in like,
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
but he's like missing all of his teeth because Rob's a man.
Who?
Oh, I can never do that to Patrick Swayze. Nobody puts exactly. Yes, you have hit the nail on the head. I made a Dirty Dancing reference. That movie does have a lot of provocative dancing. A lot of them are procreating on the dance floor. Oh, that was considered sexy dancing, and now we have twerking.
Yeah.
Grinding.
How is that sexy? How is it sexy?
I don't know. All it did was give me pains when I tried it. I was like, my hurts. How many people do this? It's uncomfortable.
I don't know.
Like when I was like in 8th grade and I had my homecoming.
It looks like a naked butt. Oh my goodness.
That's perfect because I was like in the Miley Cyrus like an hour ago.
Oh goodness.
Hold up, I can't see that far. What am I looking at here?
That's funny. That's hilarious. Tink is the OG tweaker. Twerker.
Tweaker. We're not talking about drugs, we're talking about twerking.
I can't read. I'm laughing so hard I can barely hold my eyes open wide enough.
I feel it.
The bee looks like a
It does look like a tweaker. You got my pick. Oh man.
Oh, I got some really great followers.
Yeah, you do. I need to come on here in person more often.
Yep.
That was a fun time.
What time do you need? What time do you need?
It is almost 9. I don't know. I'll probably head out at like 9:30.
So about the time I am.
Yeah. Oh shit, cause yeah, I forgot when I was getting stuff for your cake after I got off your flowers.
Mhm.
I forgot that I wanted to get another box of hair dye so I could touch up my tomorrow.
Hmm. Yeah, believe it or not, everybody in this house is actual natural blondes.
I'm just rocking black for a while until all my hair grows back out and then I bleach it all off again.
I haven't been my true blonde self in quite some time.
I don't think I've been my natural blonde since like 7th grade when my hair was nice and long and pretty. Oh, I miss that. I miss being able to like dye my hair fun colors without bleaching it first. So yeah, if I leave at like 9:30, I'll still have enough time to stop at the Walmart in Lawrenceburg to get a box of hair dye. I'm definitely gonna, once my hair gets longer, I'm definitely gonna miss only needing 1 box of hair dye. Going back to like 3.
I'm gonna have to switch some of these around.
Yeah. My hair is actually starting to get long enough where it actually starts to knot at the end.
I'm trying to kind of make a pretty little border here. Huh?
It's very classy. Oh, Windows yippee.
Yeah, he probably wants to go outside. Or he's been locked on the other side of the gate, so he wants to be in here with his mom. There. Nice. Okay, so we'll. That way it doesn't look like it's all very smart. You mean the design or the mixing it up a little bit? Mixing with rotations. Yeah. Yeah, I try to make it to where it actually looks like it would be in like real life, but I just kind of wanted to get on there and or get the ones on there that I would be using. That way it actually looks more natural. Don't have to turn all. True. Maybe just some of them. Mm,
One of my
let's
favorite
see.
Lady Gaga songs just came on.
Okay, there we go. It doesn't look so uniformed anymore.
Be prepared for some weird dancing.
Some weird dancing?
One of my favorite Lady Gaga songs just came on.
Yeah, that looks nice. I like that. It gives it a nice edge too. I can't really put anything right here for the border, so we'll just keep that as is. That's tiny. Oh, that would be cute right there. Do you play Sims? Oh, yes, you do play Sims, MD. I remember that. Hmm. Do I want to do that right here? Me, yeah. Yeah, I just forgot for a minute. Not often at the moment. Okay, too far now. Oh, that might work.
I dance queen to this song in my kitchen.
You what?
This song I'm listening to, I like dance queen to this song in my kitchen.
Dance Queen?
When you're listening to a really good song while you're cleaning and
So
you're just
bendy. Yeah, I
dancing
know.
while you're cleaning. So you're like ugly dancing while you're cleaning
Got it.
because you're
Well,
listening
that's
to a
because
really
you
good
don't,
song.
you can dance the way you want. You can clean the way you want to because, you're cleaning. Nobody's watching, right?
Dance like no one's watching. It's really funny because I used to be a dancer. Can't dance that well anymore.
Maybe go sound one. Here we go. That's cute. Put it right on the corner. It works. Put one over here too. A little bit smaller. It's the same size. Yeah. No, I just hit the wrong button. No, I don't want you to do that. There you go. We'll pop you right there. I probably look like crud.
Oh, hush.
Now that I've been laughing and having to wipe all my makeup off.
You always look great. Stop.
I don't look that bad.
Do not to say that. Am I just like spewing, I don't know, butter out of my mouth? I don't know. Some substance.
Look more radiant. Aw, thank you, MD.
See? See? That's what I'm saying. She don't listen to me. I don't listen to her either, so it's okay. Especially when it comes to beauty.
Glowing and dewy with my. Jeez.
What? Oh my god, they're gonna get us going again.
It wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, I've got some pretty great followers.
Yes. I can see that. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Officially.
Oh my goodness.
Although I'm OG right here. We gotta start doing our podcast again.
We love you too.
Yay! I love those.
I'm really glad that I started streaming.
Me too. It's a lot of fun.
I've actually been able to meet quite a few really great people. MD being one of them. You're welcome. Can we even walk
So
around
sweet.
that? Huh?
Everybody's so sweet.
So far, I haven't really met too many trolls. I met one guy that was a bit of a troll, but he was upset because um, I had it where only people who were following me could actually talk to me because I was having some really bad stuff being um
Said to you.
yeah. So it was like, follower only kind of deal to be able to talk. Remember the DMs? Do I remember the DMs? From the trolls? Yeah, I remember some. There was one of them wanted me to stand up and take my pants off.
What? This is my mom. You were so. I'll come to that screen.
Um, there was another one that wanted me to like do other things too, and I'm just like, wow, why do you need to stand up for that? Because I guess he wanted to see everything else underneath. I'm not entirely sure. Um, yeah, there are some people that are pretty bad. What? Okay, Tori, calm down. Yeah, just calm down. I don't think she liked that one very much.
No, I might be a Virgo who is supposed to be sweet and kind all the time, but if you mess with my family, you're gonna get a. And never mind.
How are you gonna do that with people you can't even
I will find
see?
them. I'm the friend that you go to if you want information about somebody.
Really?
Yes.
You find where they live, huh? Huh? It's not hard?
How their tools. Ooh, okay, common music came on. We're good.
Okay.
I also have Capricorn in me, so you know they're a little feisty.
Yeah.
Although some people have told me that I'm scary when I'm in a good mood.
When you're in a good mood, you're scary?
Okay, so um, one of my friends, for example, Ashley, that I work with,
Uh-huh.
we both work mornings together, and she calls me one of her babies because she's like a mom age. So
Okay.
you know, she calls me one of her work babies. Anywho, so there was like one of these days. I think it was Monday, so the day before I was coming over to your house,
Uh-huh.
and I was like in a really good mood, like really really good mood, like peppy good mood, like happy go lucky. And you know, even though I had this one woman who was talking to me like you know I was a dog or like I was a fifth grader or even younger than that, didn't know how to do my job.
Okay.
You know, that just that tone of voice sounds
What
like
do you think,
I
MD? Is that too much?
the bush at the end doesn't match, and that's what's bothering me. Like it doesn't match the middle two bushes. Like where it has like the red. Yeah, that one. Like it doesn't match the. That's kind of bothering me. But that's just me. OCD. Um. But yes, I like the flowers. I do love a good flower patch. What was I talking about? Oh. Um.
We got her confused.
ADHD is a real thing. Anywho, part 4 billion by now. I'm assuming. Anywho. Um. Shit.
Happy family at work.
Oh yes,
Yes.
I love my work family. We're all like real close knit. Anywho, part 4 billion and a half. Um, yes. So this woman was like, it's all about tone of voice, you know. So her tone of voice was basically telling me I'm better than you without telling you I'm better than you,
Right.
and it just made me want to slap the in the face with my don't give a fuckery. Sorry for the language, but wait, this was thinking in my mind. But you know, even after that, I was just so peppy and like, you know, trying to stay optimistic and you know forthcoming and everything because
Uh-huh.
you know I was coming like to see you and dad and everything.
Mhm.
So you know, try not to let that ruin my good mood because I'm like I get to see my family. So I'm
Right.
like, you know,
Not something that you're able to do very often.
exactly because I'm always freaking working or I'm just like even when I have the day off, I'm just too freaking exhausted to drive all the way down here, which makes me feel even worse. So I just sit moping in my room for most. But Ashley was like, I rarely see you in a mood. It's scary when you are. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's
Okay.
like, well, usually you just like go, you know, you have like a stone, like you have like a stone face, you know, like where it doesn't really like move a whole lot,
Mhm.
where I don't really smile a whole lot. It's like basically stays one expression.
Mhm.
I say resting bitch face because I don't have a resting bitch face. It's more just like I don't wear emotion on my face. That's what I mean.
Okay.
It's like I don't really wear any emotions on my face.
I got you. I got you.
And you know, that day I was like really smiley and like really peppy and everything, and just out of my usual like you know kind of standoffishness.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, I'm not don't like it on you. She's like, because you have like a really pretty smile and everything. I wish you'd smile more. It's just terrifying because I don't see you smile all the time. So it's like when I do see you smile, it's like, are you?
Poker face.
Huh? Yes. Oh, because I was talking about Lady Gaga. Hell yes. Clap, 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 clap. Anywho, yes. Lady Gaga live right here. Anywho, so it's like, well, it's just it's not that I don't like seeing you in a good mood. It's just like terrifying because usually you don't really wear any emotions on your face.
LOL, stoned face.
I don't know. I was trying to find the right word, like not resting bitch face, just like not showing any emotion whatsoever. It's like a very blank face
Okay.
because I like being hard to read because it keeps me mysterious. Plus, it's too much energy to smile all the freaking time. It hurts the
You mean
face.
okay? You just said it's too hard to smile all the time.
Yeah, it hurts the face muscles. Plus, that's how you get wrinkles.
Smiling gives you wrinkles.
Yes, crow's feet. I sound like a fucking crotchety old 50-year-old woman.
You know what?
Up the eye.
You know what? What I say is if you've got crow's feet, that means that you have lived a long life and you have laughed often. If you have any crow's feet, that tells me you are a miserable person.
You know what? Preach. Because I do love a good laugh. Case in point,
Okay,
like
is that
Michael
better?
Winslow.
Do you like that better?
I do love that a lot. Those two bushes side by side look like a nice pair of butts. Like a nice round juicy ducks. That were juicy. Where's Red? Come back.
Red probably pink puffy butt.
Yes.
Yeah, he probably
It's
went to bed.
Valentine's Day season, time for that lingerie.
Yeah,
With pink flowers. Anywho, God, I hate myself so much sometimes. Anywho,
it'd be a nice pair of knockers too.
I was gonna say first, but I was like, butts. We're gonna go with butts because I feel like butts is less provocative.
Bring it like that. Definitely a pair of booty. Definitely a booty that way. But about just a little bit and you got a nice pair of knockers.
Hell yeah. Because if you stick them side by side like that, it's clear that they're not real.
Yeah.
Which, no judgment whatsoever. We have family members that have had breast cancer and they have implants.
Standing up like that.
What was I talking about?
I'm not sure, Tori.
Gibberish at this point. But yeah, so yeah, there's my little story, quote unquote, of me being in a good mood is terrifying. Apparently, people who know me.
Yeah. He's
Literally have a bracelet that says boobies on it.
I'm surprised Farmer is in on this chat. He talking to him. He's a good pair of boobies too.
So do I. Nom nom nom. I'm weird. I need to stop talking. I make myself cringe.
Who doesn't nice pair of boobs?
Hell yeah.
Exactly on a woman.
Especially. You took out a few syllables and added an extra.
Huh?
It says especially on a woman. He said exactly. But it's a-okay.
Mm.
The perks of having no lips. But yeah, I think Ashley was like thinking that I was planning a murder or something.
Okay.
Because she's like,
Because you were happy?
yeah. Like I said, I'm not really happy when I'm at work. Who would be?
Well, you do work at one of the Not so funniest places in the world.
Yeah, exactly. It's really hard to crack a smile at that place, I'll tell you what.
Like, call me Chris. What? What?
His name's
What?
Stewie, but you
Who?
said call me Chris. Did you just ask me
Yeah.
Stewie from Family
Oh,
Guy?
I got both headphones on, Tori. I mean, I can't.
I was so
Some of your
offended.
words don't come through.
I'm afraid to know what you think I said.
I got a welcome for saying thank you that she said happy birthday. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're lucky I responded.
Yeah.
I try not to be petty. Who am I kidding? I can be quite petty sometimes.
I love a good petty moment. Love being petty.
Gotta fill these in. I think we gotta fill this in. We're almost there.
Not a lot of people would agree with me though when I say like, especially when people apologize and stuff.
Aw,
I'm
thank
just like,
you.
oh, congratulations. Yes, it is always a blessing when you get to make it to your next birthday.
Yes.
Hopefully, I get to make it to 22. Woo! So I can sing Taylor Swift's 22 because I'm a child at heart.
Well, it's good. It's okay to have a little bit of child still in you, right?
I'm just saying I will never give up SpongeBob. I had like the original SpongeBob movie in my like Xbox for like 2 weeks without changing it. I
Oh
was just
yeah.
watching it over and over and over again. I had the entire like script memorized. I just can't get over the end part with Patrick and freaking fishnets and stiletto boots. Like, come on! I literally bought the rug. Did I show you my rug?
No.
That's gotta change.
Anybody else still watch SpongeBob and Patrick?
I'm also wearing a Scooby Doo shirt right now, so if that says anything. It's still on here because I don't know if they still have their.
LOL, Goofy Goober.
Hell yeah, my guy! I even have a shirt that says Goofy Goober for 1999. I don't think they still have it on here, which is
Okay, we got the patch done on this side and on that side. I like that a lot.
oh, they have a Rick and Morty club. Oh wait, I knew that.
She likes Rick and Morty too.
And SpongeBob. And well, I mean, if we're talking cartoons, it'll be American Dad,
I'm in
Family
the wrong
Guy, Rick and
generation for
Morty,
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
I still like me. We're all goofy goobers. Definitely today too. Um, nope.
Rugrats.
I like good. Was it Tom and Jerry?
Oh, Tom and Jerry. I get compliments by a lot of old people who are like in their 60s on my Tom and Jerry shirt because it's like the OG Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
I want these go-go boots, but I would never wear them. Hold on. It's taking forever to load. I'm trying to find my
I'm
rug.
trying to keep my nose from running.
These other boots that I would never wear, but I want them just to have them so I can say I have them. I'm sorry, my phone's being really slow.
Yeah, I really like the way this is turning out. I'm gonna have to save this. Let me save it. I'm gonna have to go back to what size lot is this? I have no idea.
Oh, there's the theater for Patrick's boots.
Patrick's boots?
Yep, those are the boots Patrick wore. Okay, I guess I can just show you on this key on the boots. So I have this as a rug.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's right next to my bed. And then I got the sheets too.
Oh my goodness.
What can I say? I'm going to go-go boots. I was fun. Boots.
Yeah.
I guess it's a good thing I got it.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. I love it.
Oh yeah.
It's spring again.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that when I was looking at it. I thought it was all still going. What do you mean, whatever gets me going? We're going to outside
Loki wants his coat too, just to say.
for your bedroom. Oh, you mean the sponge the Patrick rug?
Patrick stiletto boots.
Yeah, she's got she job since she was what, 5 years old.
Since I was 2, it's in my tote upstairs. I don't ever pull it out because my expenses.
Patrick Star and Fishnets.
Hell
Yes.
yeah. That's exactly what it is.
So when there we go.
Look at everything. Ooh, I was I'm just a walking existential crisis.
Really?
Yes.
That's just weirdness to me.
Yes, and you raised me. Did you get my ticket the other day?
Which one?
The one that says me on my way asking my mom.
I did.
Yeah, the one that says like you said put me in this world, I could take it back out. Does that offer still stand?
Would a SpongeBob hugging pillow be a giant sponge?
Anatomically correct. So yes.
Yeah. I've actually seen SpongeBob's that look like imitate a sponge. They didn't sell well. LOL. His square pants on. Oh my goodness. Huh? Trying to find. Oh, maybe I should have tried to find one of those when I was looking for. uh, I don't think I can actually use those though. They're all debug. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really watch a lot of TV anymore. I find that I'm always busy working on stuff or going places or on stream. I like that. Yes. TV has so much junk on it, though. Yeah, it's not what it used to be. No, I don't like. This is very true. I remember ICTV when they started taking off all the shows. I was just like, okay, now that you've taken off generally watch, I have no reason to actually watch TV. I need to put in a pair of stairs here somewhere.
I am still a religious watcher of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I remember when I looked forward to Cagney. I haven't heard of that one in a long time. Outdoor. They was good. I had crush on both when I was 5. I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't blame you at all. You're cold? Maybe I'm just kind of getting used to it.
My day is a consistent like 40 degrees.
Oh yeah. Then I'd stay up late and watch Hunter. Oh, I remember watching that show. Maybe this one. Mm, Poolside. There we go. That works better. Trying to create an outdoor activity area. Tables. Nice. What was it about? I only remember bikinis. I believe it was about a detective. That's funny. Of course, you're a guy. The guys have this thing for girlies and their boobies hanging out in bikinis. Yeah, it just means you're healthy. No hunting on beaches for girls. Eh, probably not. Okay, that's just weirdness.
Look, I keep saying that, especially me, keeping it separateness. When I literally have a tattoo that says "Keep it weird." I just remember that. Like literally, I have a tattoo that says "Keep it weird." So tired. I need like an epidural of caffeine.
You can have some tea. It depends on what tea you drink, but yes, there can be caffeine in tea. Nope, I already gave it to Belle. Little bit didn't hurt. What do you mean a little bit didn't hurt? Are we still talking about the show Hunter? Oh, caffeine. Got it. Yeah, a little bit doesn't hurt. My Belle has been drinking coffee and stuff in the morning. She is not a morning person, but she's had to be up and out of the house before 6:30. So she's been taking herself a cup of coffee to go, and she's realizing that if you don't have coffee days where you're not getting up, tend to get a headache in the afternoon because it's something that you're used to of having caffeine in the morning. Hmm. Yeah, so that's part right now is because of that. Yeah, that's hard. And well, I think yeah, I think she just doesn't she didn't quite realize that that it could be addictive. Or at least, I don't think she thought that having one in the morning every day would hurt. Yeah. Uh, well, I've been drinking coffee and tea since I was what? I started working at 14 and I was drinking coffee a year or two before that. So, mhm. Well, a latte caffeine in it. I started drinking tea from the start. Yeah. Yeah, there are different teas that you can actually drink that don't have any caffeine in it at all, and they're more of a soothing effect and helping you being able to sleep. What? Oh, I didn't say this. I didn't say that was on, but we were talking about different games and stuff that we played, and I guess he started playing Inquisition, and he didn't get through a certain part of it, and he rage quit and has picked it up since. Hmm. And I've actually thought about playing different games aside from just playing The Sims, but I'm not sure which games to play. I mean, I don't know what that is. Yeah. Does he?
He's from Tennessee.
Is he?
To Australia because his wife's Australian.
Because his wife is Australian?
And out of the USA.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either. I guess because they were talking about in the stream earlier how like Medicare, like in Australia, and they
Mhm.
were talking about the difference, from here in Australia, and friends that he was playing with is also Australian,
Mhm.
and he's like, they're great. It's like, well, yeah, because here they don't really care about your medical, like they don't care about your health at all. They just care about making the money on it,
Yeah.
and that's why it's so freaking expensive here for care. So I was like, shit, maybe I should move to Australia.
Mm. There are a lot of people that are trying to move out of states and into different countries.
I was even thinking New Zealand because that's where they shot Lord of the Rings.
It's definitely a shock. I don't know where move to if you decide that you wanted to move out of your home of current residence.
Over here.
Anywhere but here?
Probably Australia or Iceland.
I did get a lot of yellow and blue in that, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Well, because the house itself is blue, so I figured yellow and blue, maybe a little pink mixed in for the yard. What do we think of the back porch?
I think I want to be to go sunbathing and swim in that pool, but I know it can't happen because it's game and not real. I wish it was because I'd be sunbathing because it just looks so. It looks sunburn worthy, and I want to get sunburned so I can tan.
Sun it's sunburn worthy, people.
Yeah, I love sunbathing. I could just sleep in the sun.
Okay. Covered from slash company.
Or like I think in the last time I was in California, we went to the beach
Uh-huh.
and I literally laid down on the sand, like just took a nap, and I only woke up because Jessica like sprayed it was really cold, but she didn't want me like
Lobster red.
yeah, so she just kept waking me up by spraying sun on my feet so they didn't burn.
Makes sense.
And then she's like, I'm just like spraying on sunset. I'm like, okay, back to sleep. And I just like laid my head back down, just went back to sleep,
There you go.
and then eventually flipped over like a tent, and just slept. Had a nice podcast going.
Well, there you go.
I love sunbathing. I love just sleeping in the sun. I'm like a cat. I wonder if I was a cat in my past life because I love sleeping in the sun.
Sounds like you might have been.
That there are some times where I hate having like hate attention, and then there are times when I absolutely want it. Like I love it. I want all the
Yep. You were probably a cat in your past life.
black cat. Please let me speak. Or a calico.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm just spitballing here now.
Okay, let's see. I think these are for fountains, but yeah, it's actually getting a little chilly in here now, isn't it?
But it's because I sleep in a cold room.
I need those lights on the edges. There we go. Elle's planning on wearing tomorrow, I think. I don't know if she's planning on wearing that or not. Mhm. Okay, that's the back porch. Don't have a lot of plants on there yet. Here, let's see what kind of plants we got. Plants. You have a phone charger in your car, right?
Does it work? Not that well. I was plugged up the entire way over here. It's at 50 when I left. It only went to 50 my entire way here.
Really?
Yeah, if it was my actual phone charger at home, it would have been already at 80 because I have like one of those like lightning chargers.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Oh, it'll be nice tomorrow.
About 50.
Never mind, I lied. I was looking in California. That's why. Shut up! You scared the shit out of me. God. That's rude. No one asked you, Siri. No one asked for your freaking opinion. That's why I got lied to because I was looking in California, not here. It's like because it was supposed to be like 70s, and I was like, that doesn't seem right. It was like that's Temecula. Yeah, that's not here. So around yeah, tomorrow's 46, not 70. Darn. It's like I can actually wear a cute outfit. I have to bundle up, but I lied.
So you guys are planning on
Probably her dad is coming to pick us up and driving us all up to Nashville, or at least just me and Hope, since
Mhm.
his hotel is only like 20 minutes away from our house.
Ah, okay.
And if like Paige and Dalen are like meeting us up there, so I don't know the whole plan. I'm sure Hope will lay it either in the morning or at night when I get home.
Mhm. Well, hopefully you'll have fun anyway.
I plan on it. I just won't have to actually go shopping, which will be sad. Unless we're like, hey dad, which, but then again, he did pay my emergency room visits. So
Yeah. Thank you. You like that? Huh?
I do too. One of these days. One day. Just one day. That is my goal. One day have a house.
Oh, I love that. Nice.
I was gonna wear that like gothic looking coat that you gave me,
Mhm.
and wear like my leather cool boots with it.
But
I worn like used to have like fishnet. I'm not wearing those with it. Because I was gonna wear it more like a dress and just like wear my fishnet.
one more.
Plus, I need a freaking shower. Oh, speaking of, my dream pouch like exploded on my suitcase, or not my suitcase, my pillowcase.
Bloated?
Not literally, but like yeah, it just like untied itself, and it's like all of my stones and stuff are now in my pillowcase. I was too tired to do anything about it, so I literally took guys that just like tied the end of my pillowcase shut, so it all stayed in there.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know.
I really like that. Trying to find some more. Oh, we could do that kind of tree. Trying to put some. I really like the colors. They're soft. I thought I already gave you one. Making it a nice place. My own private Eden patio shrub. Okay, weird. I like that, but I don't know where to put it. Okay, I think that's enough greenery for there. Okay, so the bottom level, I think we will put a door out here, right here. This can be the drawer entry in from the front. Maybe we should put the door entry here. Move this over. That way it's out the back door. I like that. That's so nice. We need some more lights, I think. Okay. No fear, nightlight. Hmm?
My music. I switched from 2000s pop to reggae.
Oh. Brownies!
And the cake I made.
Well, I think that's telling me that it's time to go.
Heading home soon too.
Oh, I hope he didn't get in. Okay, everybody. Thank you for joining me for my birthday. I had lots of fun. We had lots of laughs.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate you all. I very much do. To me tomorrow because it's Saturday and I always morning. We'll see you guys later.